Hey everybody, welcome
What's
to
up, guys?
Naruto NFFB, chapter 672, Might Gai. Pretty explosive chapter, like
Yeah, no, it's
really explosive.
definitely action chapter. I
Yeah,
was impressed.
I mean I was happy with it. Again, one of the chapters I can't wait to see in the anime, because yeah, Guy pulled out some awesome moves.
Yeah, now provided they don't turn this one chapter into 25 minutes.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure we're gonna get like the backstory. Which talking about backstory, it was really cool to see Kakashi and Guy as kids again.
Just meeting.
We essentially got to see Kakashi's face without the mask because he's supposed to look a lot like his dad, and you could see the resemblance. So, I mean, I think this is the best that we're actually gonna get.
I wonder if that is the best we're gonna get. I know during a couple of the conventions, interviews, whatever, Kishimoto said that he's probably gonna show off Kakashi's face either in actual canon or like a movie or something.
Yeah. So, I think
if this is what we get, I'm fine with it. I'll take it.
I think what we saw is the best we're gonna get. I can't really see something else happening. I mean, I'm fine with the way it is. So,
I thought young Kakashi was supposed to have turned into, this real, rule book thumping asshole because his father
his
died.
dad, yeah, it was.
He's kind of like that beforehand.
Yeah, he was kind of like had a stick up his ass even when he was a kid. I mean, again, it was cool to see, and the best part about that whole thing was I guess, after Guy had that like conversation with his dad. So he when Kakashi was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be friends with him, and then Dai was like, yeah, it's not possible. He didn't get into the academy, and Kakashi's like, yeah, like you can't get in. You can't even do ninjutsu. And then Guy was kind of just like,
flip it around.
Thanks for cheering me on.
Thanks for cheering me.
Which I think is like the funniest thing. I hope that they put in a young Guy in the final Ninja Storm. I hope that's like
that's his thing.
At the end of his ultimate attack, he says like, "Thanks for cheering me on." That was really cool to see. Though.
Did you play any of the 2D like Ultimate Ninja?
Yeah, those
were
remember
awesome. Konohamaru as a character with his
with his two little friends and the bombs and all that.
Yeah, their ultimate was like them running in with bombs, tripping and falling.
Yeah.
I imagine like young Guy being something kind of like that.
I felt
just a dumb accident turning into a big
Yeah.
attack. Thanks for cheering me on.
They had like he like trips over while he's doing one of his taijutsu moves or something like that. I feel like in those Ninja Storm Ultimate Hero ones or whatever they were called, I felt like they had a little bit more like fan stuff in it. Like they had like taijutsu Naruto as a playable character.
They also had like the ultimates that would last for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
because
and team ultimates, they were.
Yeah, but that would not fly online. Like,
yeah,
people spamming ultimates, getting caught. You're sitting for 10 seconds waiting for some. Imagine sitting for 30 like 3 times in a match.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot harder. I wouldn't mind a all right, we can talk about it another day because we're getting off track.
That's
but
right.
One of the most important parts about that was the only reason Kakashi even was thinking back to that was like, oh crap, Guy is really strong, and he remembers looking back at that and his dad saying to him, like, don't underestimate him.
Like this kid's got some guts, and it pans in on Guy's hands, and they're just covered with scratches and scrapes and bruises. He's been working his ass off. I mean, that's the take home.
And he's like, don't forget about this guy. Remember his name because he can one day be stronger than you. And I think Kakashi's acknowledging that Guy is, in a way, stronger than him because, I mean, for all you Kakashi fans, I'm a Kakashi fan. If you think about it, for Guy to be Kakashi, if it was a one-on-one like that, he essentially needs to open the 8th gates to kill him. I mean, this is...
Right. If Guy as, like, a fighter and kind of as a character is not extremely sustainable. Yeah. Like, you can't be springtime of youth forever.
It's a
but
burst.
As long as it's there,
it's a problem.
Goddamn, is it crazy.
Uh-huh. And Madara even says, like, damn, like, I haven't had this much fun in a long time. Like, I acknowledge you. You're one of the... He says you're one of the... what do you say? One of the strongest fighters and one of the...
It says that last chapter or this chapter?
This chapter. He's like...
Well, as he's missing half of his body?
No. He said it... he said it before that... when he got hit with the... not Night Elephant, evening elephant.
Evening elephant, yeah.
He was like, "Wow, you're really strong. I acknowledge you." And then he goes to do night.
I love that his ultimate attack is basically like just a 1,000 times dynamic entry.
Yeah, but the thing about that was
and that like the X-ray shot.
Yeah,
like a Mortal Kombat.
That was But when he's doing that move, Madara is like, "Wow, he's distorting space." So
the version I read says he's like he's bending the air around him.
Yeah, okay, that's actually a better translation. But like that move was incredibly powerful. And one thing I like about Gai, every time he pulls out a new technique, it's literally on the next level. Like we've seen Kakashi pull out stuff, and it's been like, all right, cool. We've seen.
He turned Chidori into a mobile Chidori.
Yeah.
Or Raikiri or whatever.
When Gai pulls out a move, it's tenfold what he just showed you. Because back when he hit Kisame with White Tiger,
Kudera, yeah,
like that was like, oh, damn. Now and then imagine getting hit. But like he literally blew off like half of his body.
Well, they're all kind of the same principle, like idea, right?
Yeah, essentially, just with more chakra and
he's
power.
Moving fast. He's moving real strong, and just creates weird anomalies because of how fast and crazy he's moving.
Yeah, but Gai shatters his leg, takes out half of Madara's body. And of course, though, Madara's like, yeah, wow, you almost killed me.
This sucks.
That was really fun. But as he's saying that, he starts healing himself.
Yeah.
Which I found interesting because if you can heal yourself at that rate, like, why haven't you been... I guess he loves the battle. I guess he loves feeling alive and the injuries. Like,
well...
Because...
I don't know.
Because he could obviously heal himself at a rapid pace.
I was wondering how the hell he could do that without the zombie body. But then remembered he had Hashirama's bullshit,
and it looked like
it
all gooey stuff going on. So
I don't know. All of the gooey Zetsus were basically clones of Hashirama's.
Yeah,
whatever. So I'll hand wave it and call it good enough.
And Madara's on that. All right, well, I'm gonna kill you now. Instead of seeing you burn to ashes, and
he's like you. Got me boiled up enough that you're going to be defeated by me as opposed to just let me let you go.
And he goes and shoots one of his black balls. I forgot what it was called. Black balls.
Black balls. Black balls, no jutsu.
Black balls, no jutsu. And Naruto appears at... we skipped over...
yeah, we did skip over kind of the Naruto and Sasuke comeback scene. I love how they both just stand up.
Yeah.
And oblivious to whatever's going on around them. They're just like, let's go. We're doing this. Yeah, like, everyone's like, huh?
And Naruto has the sun on his hand, and Sasuke has the moon. And someone had commented on the last video when I said I didn't get the symbols, and it was kind of obvious, and I shouldn't have missed it. But
on the staff.
Yeah, one staff was the sun, the other was the moon, and now once someone said it, I was like, oh, it made sense, but
so I wasn't sure if it was like the sun and the moon or the full moon and the crescent moon.
Okay.
But
no, I'm pretty sure it's the sun and the moon because if you look at the staff, with the rings that come off of it, it's like rays of light. I think it's sun and moon and like polar opposites essentially.
I was looking at some stuff. Actually, that makes a lot more sense. One of the theories I was reading online that I put on the NFFB website or our Facebook page a few weeks back was someone saying, look at the imagery used for Naruto and Sasuke, like going way back. When Naruto was born, it's shown, very distinctly a full moon. Yeah. And Sasuke runs off with the sound 4. There's a crescent moon in the background. Like the Uchiha crest, that the top of that fan looks like a crescent moon. The deal on Naruto's back. I mean, we saw that this chapter again, too. Like, it made it real obvious. Circle on Naruto's back.
Yeah.
Full circle. Crest of the fan.
I think it's the sun, but maybe not.
It makes more sense with it being the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Kind of the polar opposites, that day and night, different sides of the same cycle.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to play into their powers, though.
Yeah, who knows?
And... Kishimoto seems to be focusing more on Naruto, and I get that again. It's called Naruto, but at the same time, like, I feel like Sasuke's been the guy that, like, everyone's been talking to. Like, you can do this. You can talk to Madara. Here, let me give you this. Here's your... And, like, we just haven't seen anything. Even when it comes down to his EMS, like, we still haven't seen Sasuke pull out any of his own actual eye techniques.
Yeah.
Which bothers me a lot.
Really?
Like, yeah, because every other Uchiha that we've seen has had specific, like, powers once they got their Mangekyo Sharingan, and Sasuke gets his.
But it's all a different version of things we've seen from Itachi.
Yeah, but Itachi essentially gave him all his techniques, and, like, Sasuke hasn't pulled anything of his, like, out of his own. Like, that bothers me a lot. Like, give him something. Naruto's gotten so much added to his arsenal, and Sasuke's kind of been just using what his brother gave him, which is a little disappointing in my opinion. So hopefully we'll see Sasuke pull out some new moves. Naruto apparently thinks he can do anything, so that'll be interesting.
The very last panel, we hopped into that right when we opened up the laptop today. The very last panel of Naruto kicking the ball away from Gai. Open up, bust into the archives, take a look at the very first arc, the Zabuza arc with that kid Inari.
Yeah.
Where Naruto sweeps in right at the last minute and kicks the two dudes with swords to prevent Inari from getting gutted. That same setup, the same, like, kick pose. Yeah, we've seen that a couple times for the last few chapters, like, real solid callbacks.
The nice Goku entrance,
Yeah.
Last second. Just sorry I'm late, guys.
Sorry, I have some leveling up to do.
I think the best ending to Naruto would be, like, Naruto and Sasuke, like, pretty much defeated by Madara, and then Goku just shows up like, oh, sorry I'm late, guys. Like, no, but, yeah, after Naruto...
And if you really want to see this, read my fanfiction.
After Naruto kicks away Black Ball no Jutsu. That's going to be... I guess that's going to be the title of the video.
Yep. It is now.
After he kicks that away, he goes over to Gai and basically touches, like, his heart, or, like, with a chakra point for his for the 8th gate, just as the chakra flame seemed to be flickering out. I think a lot of people agree on this. I think Reed agrees with me too, and I believe Andy does.
You and I have been texting back and forth about this today, going, ugh.
I think that guy should have died. I think that it takes away from the story in a bunch of different ways. It takes away from the weight of the war and, like, all the stuff that's been happening. And then I understand that Naruto is supposed to protect his friends and everything else, but when someone says, like, I'm gonna do a technique that this whole in the whole story of Naruto, Guy said how, like, the 8th gate
is
like
meant to protect.
It's meant to protect, and it's deadly. Like, you use it, that's it. Like, this the last jutsu or technique you're gonna do. And then he uses it, and just as he's about to die, like, on some epic, like, ending stuff, he gets saved by Naruto. Like,
I agree with you. Like, I know Naruto is trying to be the protector. It takes away the weight from Guy's decision, and it takes away his ability as a protector. And that sucks, because I'm a huge Guy fan.
Yeah.
Like, I freaking love Guy, and watching him pull out the stops, knowing what it's going to cost him, that's rad. That's some next level shit. Like, not even just power, but, internal strength, being able to do that.
Thinking back to another arc, in the Pain arc, the same exact thing happened. Kakashi sacrificed himself to save, like, to let Choji tell Naruto what he needed to tell. And then he gets brought back by Nagato later on. And you know what? I let that one slide. I like Kakashi.
There were people mad at that.
And, like, all right, I got it. He released all the souls. And it actually made sense because, like, all the souls hadn't crossed over yet, so they could be released back to the bodies.
Yeah.
But this time I really think that after everything that Guy said and how everything was playing out, that the best course of action for Kishimoto to take would have been to let Guy, like, die peacefully.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll change our mind in the next couple chapters. Like, maybe how it's handled next time might...
Yeah, I want to see where...
I don't know.
Guy falls. I want to see if he's going to be able to fight again. One person commented on the page and said, like, his leg shattered. He's probably never going to fight again. I mean... The same thing happened to Lee, though, as a kid, and Lee was able to come back from it. So I don't think that's the case, but maybe his body's too broken and beyond repair, and Guy will just have to be a mentor, and basically his sacrifice was he no longer will be able to do taijutsu, and that was like the ultimate sacrifice for him because he loves fighting so much.
That's grim. That's kind of sad.
I mean, there's got to be some sacrifice. You can't just have
absolutely.
Like,
no, as opposed to it being no consequence, I'll take that.
Fuck it, I just did a move that's supposed to kill me.
Still real sad.
I'm just gonna take a week off and I'm fine. I don't know. I think death adds a little bit more to the story, and I think especially because we've only seen either random ninjas die and Neji, which I still think was like the most random like death out of all the people you could have picked. Like I felt like Kishimoto threw a dart at a board and I was like, oh shit.
Maybe it had to do with the Hanada stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's how I kind of took it, but you're right. It was a little bit out of left field.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where we're going next time. It's real close to turning back into the Naruto and Sasuke show.
Yeah.
Like Guy had some time, Madara had some time.
Well, I'm actually thinking that Naruto might take on Madara by himself for the time being, and Sasuke might fight the swirly man. That's still a thing. He's still there.
Yeah, it's still a thing. Actually, yeah, proximity-wise, they were right in that location.
That general.
All right.
Because I think Madara moved away from Sasuke after he stabbed him in the chest.
Yeah, he kind of got pulled off by Guy. What do you think's going to happen to, anyone else? Team Taka, Kabuto, freaking Obito?
I think Kabuto's going to dip. I think right after everything is, like, resolved. I think Kabuto... I've been messing up names all fucking
Kobito?
God damn. Kabuto is going to kind of just leave. It's going to be one of those things like, oh, wait, where's... he must have left. And then they're going to show a panel of him walking back to the house or something like that. And he found his home.
Working in an orphanage as this gross snake man.
I think that everybody else is going to get... Yeah, right? I think everyone else is going to get pardons because, they really didn't do too much. I mean, they also helped save the world. So, I mean, you kind of get a pardon.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll take that. I mean, they weren't indicted on drug charges, so yeah, we can let us live.
Yeah, exactly.
Konoha's war on drugs.
Yeah, right.
Anyway. Yeah,
you might see them just disperse, though. You might see Hugo just kind of do his own thing because he likes nature so much. I think he's just going to want to be secluded. Suigetsu might go after the Seven Swordsmen, or maybe he might go around the battlefield and try to collect all the swords.
Maybe. I don't know. I hope we get some sort of conclusion on the side characters. As far as the world itself, it's definitely going to leave this war changed. And,
yeah.
I can't see it going any other way than, Naruto and Sasuke. Not necessarily as the leader of things, but definitely kind of the spiritual leader.
I think they're gonna be the new sages.
Yeah, the symbol of hope.
I don't think Naruto's gonna become Hokage. I'm gonna say that.
I've been thinking that for a while.
I think all he wanted was to be acknowledged, and I think that he's gonna become revered as almost a god in a way. So
yeah, at this point, I could see his allegiance landing instead of with the village, kind of with the ninja world.
Yeah, I think that's where it
traveling and being a uniter figure.
Yeah. I think that him and if Sasuke doesn't die, I think that him and Sasuke will be...
Yeah. No, the last chapter, the Sage of the Six Paths kind of admitting that, the Uchihas got the shaft and that's why they've been so butthurt and on this curse of hatred, and saying, you know what, maybe I need to back off, relinquish this control that I gave to one side and let both sides kind of come to a balance. Handing that that will off, letting Sasuke take it. I could see him, kind of taking charge of the village, not with, hatred and malice, but with a true feeling of, I can do things, I can shape things with this power. And it's not just destructive power, but also creative.
Yeah.
And Naruto saying, yeah, we did it.
But Naruto and Sasuke have to fight, so...
Oh, of course they have to fight. Come on.
So
Come on.
I can't wait to see that.